Hey guys, Dr. Sting here, and today we'll be playing Zombie Exodus again. Um, if you watched the last video, which I made last night, which I don't think anyone has, because it got only 2 views because I looked at the video twice. So let's continue. Um, yeah, if you're just new to the channel, which you probably are, head to the first episode and watch that first before we play here. So, before we go on, we should see our stats again. Yeah, take all the time you need. Thank you. Name, Alan Grant. Profession, soldier. Gender, male. Part, escape. Strength, 20. Dexterity, 30. Intelligence, 10. Technical, 15. Will, 20. Charisma, 10. Humanity, left, 50%. Inventory, you carry nothing. Special items, nothing. Health, uninjured. Next. I'm just going to read this note again. The note reads, Alan, sorry for not being here when you woke up. I'm heading out to get some things before we leave. You were sick, so I didn't wake you. But the city's getting worse, and we need to get out. Be ready when I'm back. Emma. That's our sister. So, next chapter. You're waking to a heavy, nauseous feeling in your gut. The clock reads 8:03 p.m. Emma has not been home in hours. You plop down on the living room couch and flip on the television where a middle-aged anchorman reports. The CDC via the White House has just announced over 20% of the world is infected with virus Zeta. Reports are coming in from around the globe of a massive spread of terrible infection that attacks the brain and nervous system, quickly disabling the victim and in effect reanimating the body of the afflicted. Moments ago, we heard from Dr. Anthony Willis, who had treated the infection and stated that they showed deterioration of the bone and muscles, a yellowing of the skin, lack of fine motor abilities described as a drunken walk, and an inability to speak. Dr. Willis goes on to explain the virus affects primitive areas of the brain and acts as parasite which rewires the nervous system of the host to take over functions of the body. Infected become aggressive, attempting to bite or otherwise injure others and pass on the virus. This just in, Governor Tate has declared a state of emergency, and the National Guard have come in to keep peace in the streets and enforce a mandatory curfew of 9 p.m. Okay, interesting. You peer outside the apartment and from 7 stories up notice crowds of people formed outside. Signs blare as police vans and cruisers skirt up and down streets and news helicopters swarm overhead. You remember now, the infection. It was only a few days ago you first heard of the outbreak. Emma mentioned reports at the hospital were of a fatal, highly contagious virus spreading like a forest fire, if the forest was dosed with gasoline or doused. The lights flicker, and the television set dims and cuts off. Light streams in through the apartment windows, casting a golden glow through the air, which fades in the recesses of room. You hear movement in the hallway outside of the apartment and rush to the door. All is silent. You wait and listen, pressing your ear against the hardwood surface. Silence. You move back to the television and flip the power on and off. Nothing. The dim ambient light from outside coats the room. Time creeps by as you consider your next move. A sharp scratching noise seeps through the ceiling. Once, then twice. Metal scraping cement. You spin in a full circle. The sound comes from the floor above. The scratching builds into harsh screeches, like a fork digging deeper and deeper into styrofoam plate. The sound intensifies for several minutes and then ceases. When will it let me do something? Give me a choice. The television pops back on. Pictures of the infected running through cities across the globe over the screen. Police and military attempt to subdue the creatures, now called zombies by the media. An announcer describes the macabre truth that infections are spreading rapidly and cautions viewers to stay indoors at all costs. Sorry about my reading. From overhead, you hear a loud thump and crash of broken glass. An explosion of footsteps rings from the hallway, and several screams cut the air. You think of Emma out in the city. If zombies are running rampant through the streets, uncontrolled by the police, what chance does she have? You need to reach her. There is no landline, and your cell phone is missing. She could be on her way back, but you have no way of reaching her from the apartment. Then again, there's nothing keeping you here. You change into jeans and a t-shirt and grab a quick sandwich and a glass of water. After eating, you realize a few items may come in handy should you need to leave or your situation in the relative comfort of the apartment changes. Your wallet? No. A flashlight? Maybe. A .38 special revolver? I'll think about it. A 20 gauge pump action shotgun? Might need that. An AR-15 semi-automatic rifle? Might need that. A backpack with clothes, food, and water? Maybe. A multi-tool? Or your favorite book? An AR-15 semi-automatic rifle. Or should I go with a 20 gauge pump action shotgun? Yeah, choose an AR-15. You never leave home without a good rifle, so you sling it over your shoulder and grab a few clips of ammunition. 800 rounds per minute should do some damage in the apocalypse. One more item is all you can take. The next thing you choose is not your wallet, maybe a flashlight, .38 special revolver, a 20 gauge pump action shotgun, a backpack with clothes, food and water, multi-tool, your favorite book. These two over here, the backpack and the multi-tool, are things that are tempting. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by its toe. If it bites, let it go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay, I guess we need food and water and clothes. Okay. Fearing you may decide to leave the city and be in survival mode, you quickly pack clothes, some non-perishable food, and half a dozen bottles of spring water. Okay. Now it's time to make a decision. Emma is smart and capable young woman, but it's your job to watch over her. You can head out and look for a phone, or just leave the building and find her in the city below. On the other hand, it may be best to learn more about the virus, and you could watch the news or search the internet while the power is on. We need to learn more about this virus, in case there's anything that is special about this. Lock the doors and check the news for updates. Oh, this is going to be so long. You check the locks on the door and put a heavy chair under the doorknob. You hear no more movement in the hallway and return to your living room to learn of any updates on the news. The anchorman looks shaken as he peers into the camera and reports on developments along with a live helicopter feed only a few blocks from your apartment building. We have reports from all over the city of infected creatures, zombies, not sure what to call them, attacking and biting people. This video we are showing is disturbing, and we only show this to represent the gravity of the situation. The anchorman clears his throat and goes silent as images of violent attacks stream over the television in some sick, silent horror film. An infected woman crosses the screen, her skin yellow with dark green lesions, hair filthy and matted, mouth open with the reddish strings of saliva drooling out, and limbs twisting and writhing as if in some perpetual seizure. Across the street, an older man is locking the gate of his furniture shop. The zombie sprints forward, arms flailing, legs stiff, The owner turns and spots the creature. In the silence of the footage, you can hear his scream as she leaps onto his chest. Her momentum drops him to the ground. The camera zooms in as the zombie burrows her teeth into the shop owner's face. Blood squirts in, streams up and over her. The lights in your apartment flicker and go out along with the television. The hum of the building's electricity power fades, leaving the apartment in complete silence, except for scratching noise coming from down the hall. Ooh, this is getting exciting. I'm getting so excited. Ooh. Ooh. Go. Start. Okay. A few more minutes left, guys. You realize you must reach Emma somehow. Either call her by phone or find her outside in the city. It is best to head downstairs and deal with the chaos. You head into the hallway. Someone will let you use their phone to call Emma. There have to be others still in the building, behind locked doors. Finding your sister is your only priority. The lights flicker and cast an eerie glow all around. Power fluctuates off and on. It's silent again. Way too silent. You head to apartment 7A, Mr. Connor, antiques dealer. 7C, unknown occupant. 7D, unknown occupants. Well, Mr. Connor is the only person we do know, so I'm gonna go in. So I'm gonna head there. You knock at the door, but notice it is ajar. No light escapes the small opening. Static from a television or radio permeates the air. This is Arthur Connor's apartment, an antique dealer who usually keeps his shop open late in the evening. Your sister mentioned him a few times, mostly to tell you to avoid him at all costs. Great! Arthur is quite old, probably late 70s, and on the one occasion you did meet him, about as friendly as a starving hyena. He won't take too kindly to your being in his apartment without permission. Well, guys, I'm just going to end here. Thanks for watching if you did, and subscribe, hit that notifications button in the face, slap that like button, abuse it, and send this video to your friends so I can grow a bigger channel. Thanks, guys, and we will see you in the next video. Bye!